buddies, my name is Jacksepticeye and welcome to something called What Would You Do If? It's kind of like a would you rather or will you press the button kind of game, except it posits a situation for you and asks you what you would do in that scenario. So, kind of the same but kind of different at the same time, but the first question to ask me is, what would you do if you had to have peanut butter somewhere on you at all times? My first instinct would be mouth. Put peanut butter here, please. Just put food here. All the time. That's the goal of life. Put food here. Just go around, pick up food, put it here. That's it. That's life. Life figured out. But they don't give me that option. They have put peanut butter in your ears, in your underpants, or in your ass. Those are some good choices. I would like it in all three places. Thanks, because I love peanut butter. It's awesome. Any of you out there who don't like peanut butter, you're not a friend of mine. Sorry, it's just the way it is. Sorry, it's like the people who don't like pineapple on pizza. It's like, I'm sorry. You can believe whatever you want, but if those two things clash with what I believe, it's over, man. Just joking, you can believe whatever the fuck you want. But I wouldn't want it in my ears, because if I had to have it on me at all times, that means that I can't hear shit. In my underpants? Yeah. I mean, in my underpants or in my ass are two pretty good choices. In my underpants, it'd be very squidgy and everything. Gonna have to go with in my ass. Not because I like the taste of peanut butter. The taste. Not because I like the feeling of peanut butter in my ass. But because if I told people to eat my ass, then they'd actually have some nourishment in there. Oh god. Oh, it does actually give me statistics on what people picked in your underpants. Yeah, that was the proper choice, I think, to pick. But, in my ass, I just wanted to say that. What would you do if the FBI knocked on your door, escape because you know what you did, ask them what the problem is, or pull out your home protection rifle? I'd probably just ask them what the problem is. Because if the FBI came knocking on my door, I don't think it would be for me. Because I don't think I've done anything that warrants the FBI knocking on my door. Do I have some drugs hidden somewhere? Do I have a stash of illegal substances somewhere? No. Did I hack into something? No! I didn't do anything! So I'd probably just ask them why they're here. I'd also ask why the FBI are here in Ireland knocking on a random YouTuber's door. More than anything. It's like, yeah, you wanna come in and play Happy Wheels? Come on in, dudes, it's gonna be a good time! But you gotta yell it. Yeah, and that's what most people would probably do. What would you do if you got a free middle-class house? Live in it? I mean, are we talking like, I just got a house for myself without having to pay for it or anything like that? I mean, I'm sure it comes with some caveats that I have to, like, pay for the electricity and internet and all that, but, I mean, it depends on where that house is, but yeah, probably live in it. I mean, I'd probably live in it and then sell it. Probably, you know, I'd move into it, probably do it up a small bit, probably add some value to it, and then sell the house on to somebody else. And then go get a house. I mean, I don't know. Live in it. Yeah. It would put me out of this apartment. I mean, I'm moving soon anyway. But it would get me out of this apartment and I wouldn't have to live in here anymore. So, live in it. Yeah. Why the fuck not? That'd be awesome. Free house. Who wouldn't live in a free house? What am I doing? Why am I touching that? What would you do if you only had 24 hours left to live? Stick my dick in everything. No, God. Because it's a... Well, that'd be if I had... No, that'd be if I'm the only person left alive. Yeah, that's what that scenario is. Not if I have 24 hours left to live. Tell your friends and family that you love them. Kill someone or rob a bank. No! No! Neither of these! Why would you do those? It's like, yeah, sure. It'd be interesting to see what it's like to rob a bank. Just to see what the protocol is. But no, that's a fucking terrible idea. Why would you spend your last 24 hours left on this lovely earth killing people and robbing banks? I'd sit all my family down, all my family and friends, tell them I love them, spend as much time as I can in that 24 hours with them, and eat as much of the great, fantastic foods that the world had to offer. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything crazy or insane. I'd probably, like, try and band people together. Try and raise awareness. Try raise money and everything behind you for a charity cause. Or something like that. Yeah, I imagine that's what most people would do. What's wrong with those 17%? percenters in both categories. Okay, what would you do if you could choose one of the three options? Choose the second, choose the third, choose the first. I don't fucking choose middle. When in doubt, middle it out. That's a stupid one. I don't want that one. What would you do if you could fly? Here we go. This is some good shit. I would explore the world, use my ability just for fun, or commit robberies and escape from the police. No! It's not a fucking video game. You can fly, but you're not invulnerable to the law. I would explore the world, but that's also for fun. I mean, the first thing I would do if I could fly is fun stuff. Like, go outside and just fly way up into the air. Probably get freaked out because I'm way too high up. And then I just go up into the air and fucking dive bomb down. But, and this is the thing as well, you can fly, but again, you're not invulnerable to the laws of gravity and the laws, well, you're not invulnerable to what would happen to a human up that high. Depending on how high you fly. You have to worry about the elements. It gets really fucking cold when you go up high. You have to worry about not going too hard down and pulling up, because then you suffer G-forces and then you pass out and then you just hit the ground and probably die anyway. Those kinds of things. You have to be careful. So probably for fun, but I would like to explore the world with it. But they kind of go hand in hand. That's fun. For fun. Fun would be the first thing I'd do. It doesn't say the first thing I would do, but that's just what comes to mind straight away. It's just go out and fly around the town. Be like, holy shit, I can fly! And then after that, I'd explore the world. So, both good choices. What would you do if no one ever took you seriously? Live like a fool, become an internet celebrity, do your best to appear intelligent. Oh, some would say that this has already happened. No one takes me seriously, and that the channel is an internet icon already. And that's the thing. I don't know, I always have this weird thing about calling YouTubers internet celebrities, even though technically it's accurate, but I myself would never call myself an internet celebrity, because in my mind there's always that stigma against those words, that internet celebrities, like, I don't know, it's a weird thing to think about. In my brain it's always like internet celebrities, the words associated with them is like, oh, they're not hardworking, they don't deserve where they are, that kind of stuff, and I don't know why. I guess it's just ingrained in my brain, even though most of us are internet celebrities. So, I don't know, it sounds like you're putting something up on a pedestal that should be worshipped, instead of just being regular people. So, I think that's why I don't like to call myself a celebrity, because it sounds weird. It makes it sound like you're elevated beyond other people, which I don't like. Do your best to appear intelligent. No, because then that's kind of silly in its own regard, to appear intelligent. I'd rather just know what I know and talk about that stuff. And if that makes me intelligent, then whatever. Live like a fool. See, what does that mean? I'm just gonna choose that. I'd live like a fool. And just do whatever the hell I want. I forget what the actual question was. That was a weird one. But most people pick become an internet celebrity. What would you do if you could go 10 minutes back in time and talk to yourself for 30 seconds? Don't eat the cheese, man. It's gonna make you feel terrible. I don't know. Try not to be really awkward about it. Tell yourself to stop procrastinating and mess up time and space. Yeah, probably this one. Because 10 minutes ago, I was watching videos about Night in the Woods. When I should have been recording, because I have shit to do for the rest of the day. I'm like, I should be recording right now. But no, I was looking up stuff about Night in the Woods, like the videos. I posted stuff on Tumblr a couple of days ago about videos about Night in the Woods, like memes, like Greg slamming his hand on a desk, or a video called Smash Things with Greg. It's just, they're so good. The Night in the Woods memes are awesome, so I was watching those. So I'll probably tell myself to stop procrastinating. Mess up time and space. How could you? Well, I guess you'd mess up time and space just by going back in time. But talk to myself for 30 seconds. Yeah. Stop procrastinating! Get your fucking work done! What would you do if the US president landed on your lawn with a helicopter and ordered you to buy him KFC? Obey and hum, hail to the chief. Stay inside and eventually get arrested. Get KFC and then sneak into the helicopter. Why? This is just a silly scenario. So, right now the US president is Donald Trump. And honestly, if he landed on my lawn, well, I don't have a fucking lawn. If he landed on my lawn, I'd probably just stay inside. It's like, yeah, that's the president, but I'm not gonna go out and talk to them, and if they're gonna order me to buy KFC, I'm well within my rights to just stay inside. Why would I get arrested for that? I could just stay in here and be like, yeah, that's cool and all. Nice to see ya. Why are you here? But also at the same time, I'm like, I got shit to do, man. I have videos to make. I have people to talk to. So probably just this one. That and KFC is like way over there from here. Actually, it's more over there. Yeah. And KFC's not that good. And I don't want to sneak into a helicopter. Cause why? That's stupid. I just stay inside. Like a good old internet person. What would you do if you spent one day as Donald Trump? God, what's with the Trump ones? Resign and wander the lands. Construct the great pillow fort of Trump. Punch every other politician in the face. I'd probably resign. Yep, that's what most people would pick. What would you do if you could wait, no! What would you do if you started hearing evil voices in your head? Who says I don't already? Write a song about it, tweet everything they say, obey their commands. Oh, I would so tweet everything they say. Hell yeah, that is me right there. I could try and write a song about it, but I don't think I'm a very good songwriter. I could just tweet out everything they say, and then have somebody else try and write a song about it. We could collaborate! That'd be awesome. I mean, you have evil voices in your head. Doesn't mean you have to listen to them. Doesn't mean you have to do what they say. They're just evil voices in your head. You're like, shut the fuck up! Just like, slay the innocents, let the streets run cold with the blood. You're like, okay, but I'm gonna go to Burger King? Okay, is that cool? No, slay the innocent. I want a taco. Hey, well, that does it for this video on what would you do if. Some of those were good. Some of those I like. It's the same kind of thing with Would You Rather. Some of them are really good, and then some of them are just dumb. And some of these are dumb, and I skipped over some as well. That's just like, no, this is silly. Why would I even want to do any of these? Why? That's just a stupid scenario. So, it's a fun little thing. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to go off and try it out for yourselves, as always. But some of them I did start to repeat. So I don't know how many things are actually in this. And I think if you just click like next, yeah, it serves up new ones. It's like, what would you do if, and then there's like /111. So there's a bunch of them. So you can actually sync this up with somebody else. And they can put in 111, and then you can do it with somebody else. I think Would You Rather has that as well, where you can like get the URL and send it to your friend, and then the two of you can do the same thing at the same time. So this supports that, which I think is cool. Go off, play it with your friends online, and see what kind of scenarios you would come up with and who's better. And I like these ones where it kind of has three. Some of these have like this or that, and sometimes that's very like a black and white, whereas this is black, white, and gray, and sometimes there's a gray area with everything. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a boss, and high fives all around. Whoosh, whoosh. Thank you guys, and I will see all you dudes. And that's yay! What? Oh, my little dudes are all coming together to make families. Look at that, Jacksepticeye, bringing people together. You want the highway to the danger zone. I want the highway, but in the opposite direction. What would you do if Jack said top of the morning to you, punched a like button in the face, or ended the video?